Another frequently used effect for me is a split screen, and I like to pre-build this, and I can always tweak it, and that's what I like about it. At least it gets me to the starting point. Now, in our timeline, I actually have two sets of clips. I have all the raw images, and I have the finished product. So if you want to do a little reverse engineering and you have the exercise files, go ahead and jump straight to the second area. So what I have here is a stack of 3 clips. I have the 2 clips that I want to do side by side. I have this one diver, and if I turn that layer off, you see there's another diver underneath. And I also have a transparent video clip, and you can create that in the same place that we created the color mat under the new items in your project pane. Now, the reason I like to use this transparent video is I want to be able to have a grid so I can actually do a split screen that is perfectly centered. So I'm going to go over to my Effects tab, and I'm going to type in the word grid, and this is actually located in the Generate folder. And if I take the grid and drop it onto the transparent video, I actually see this great little grid, and I can use this if I want to create like a 3x3 split or a quad split. I'm going to simply use this as a guide for my split screen, and then I can turn off the transparent video layer and I'm good to go. So once I have this selected, I can go over here to my grid, and as you see, there's the location, but what I really care about is not its current anchor point, but it's these elements here under corner. I'm just going to stretch it out until everything goes away on the left and right, and I could use it at this point for my split screen, but if I go over here, I can also stretch it up so that I don't have any extra elements. This is nice. I like this. I can use this a lot of different ways. I can make a quad split or a split screen, and I'm just using this as a guide. Now I'm going to go to my second clip, which is the diver, and I want to reposition it. So I'm selecting it. I'll go to the Motion tab, so that's the clip I'm working with, and I'll simply slide it over to the right. Now if I do it this way, it's really hard to keep in alignment. So I'm going to hit Control-Z to undo that, open up the Motion tab, and as you see, if I go over here, I can move these pretty precisely. Now I don't want to move the second number, that's your height, that's your up and down. What I want to do is go to the first one, which is left and right, or horizontal motion, and just position this where the diver is centered. I'm not going to worry about that edge because I'm going to use a cropping filter to fix that. Now I can turn this layer off so I can see what's below it, load the bottom diver in. He's in a position that's pretty good to start with, but again, I may want to tweak him a little bit, so I'm going to grab the position and move him over to the left. Because I have these 2 clips on top of each other, when I turn the second layer on, they're perfectly positioned, and all I need to do now is apply a crop to that second layer. So I'll go ahead in my Effects tab, type in crop, select that, throw that onto the clip in the middle, and simply trim off the left side of this clip, right to where my guide is. Once I'm done with my guide, I can go ahead and right-click on it and simply uncheck Enable, and now it can't be seen. So being able to create this split screen is very useful, and then what I can do is save both the left and the right side as their own presets and apply them to 2 separate clips, and then once they're applied, I can tweak them based upon where the people are within the frame.